The Indian Constitution is unique in its content. The Indian Constitution was adopted in the year 1949 and came into being from 26th of January 1950. So guys, today we will be learning about the salient features of the Indian Constitution. Now what does salient means? It's not the word silent, it's salient. Salient means important features. So you must be saying that how come Indian Constitution has unique features when it has been copied from various constitutions of the world? But the sentence itself is wrong. We haven't copied. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar in his speech proudly said that Indian Constitution has been made after ransacking through all the constitutions of the world. It's not mere copy pasting, it's understanding the features of other constitutions and then imbibing it in our own constitution. Now, since 1949, there are a lot of changes which we have made in our constitution, brought through amendments. So what is meant by amendment? बदलाव. सो हम कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में बदलाव ला सकते हैं, पूरे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में नहीं, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के कुछ आर्टिकल्स में हम बदलाव ला सकते हैं. नाउ पूरे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में हम क्यों नहीं ला सकते, आई विल टेल यू. सबर रखिए. सो देयर आर दिस अमेंडमेंट्स मेड अंडर आर्टिकल 368. जैसे 7th अमेंडमेंट हो गई, 42nd हो गई, 43rd हो गई, 73rd, 74th, 101st, 104th. So these are the major amendments to the Constitution of India. Now there is this particular amendment, Article 368 के अंदर एक बहुत बड़ी amendment की गई थी under इंदिरा गांधी's government. The amendment was 42nd amendment, which is also known as the mini constitution. उसने इतने सारे इंपॉर्टेंट फीचर्स लाए थे, उसने इतने सारा कंटेंट खुद से लाया था कि उसको हमने मिनी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ही नाम दे दिया. नाउ द पॉइंट इज कि हम साइलेंट फीचर्स पढ़ने जा रहे हैं. सो ये जो साइलेंट फीचर्स हम पढ़ेंगे उसमें हमें क्या क्या पढ़ना है. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी विल बी गोइंग विद द फर्स्ट पॉइंट, दैट इज द लेंथीएस्ट कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. इंडियाज कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन is termed as a written one. So constitutions can be divided into two parts, written and unwritten one. Indian constitution is a written one, British constitution is an unwritten one. So we have a very extensive constitution made. Originally it has 395 articles in it, including 8 schedules. Today the numbers have changed drastically. 400 से भी अधिक ज़्यादा आर्टिकल्स टुडे उसमें हमें दिखाई देंगे. अब इतना बड़ा आर्टिकल्स, इतने सारा कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बनाने की क्या ज़रूरत थी, इतना बड़ा कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बनाने की क्या ही ज़रूरत थी. व्हाट वाज द नीड टू मेक सच अ बिग कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन? बिकॉज वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड द फैक्टर्स दैट फॉर होल ऑफ द इंडिया देयर वाज टू बी ओनली वन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, अनलाइक द यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स ऑफ अमेरिका जहाँ पे उनका स्टेट कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन अलग है और फेडरल कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन अलग है. सो हमारा ये जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन है इतना बड़ा इसलिए है क्योंकि हमारा हिस्ट्री भी बहुत बड़ी है, हमारी ज्योग्राफी, टोपोग्राफी बहुत ज़्यादा अनइवन है. उसके वजह से हमें डिटेल्ड प्रोविजंस की ज़रूरत है. व्हाट इज कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन? इट्स अ रूल बुक, इट इज़ द फंडामेंटल लॉ ऑफ द लैंड. तो ये प्रिसाइज तो होना चाहिए, इसको ब्रीफ तो नहीं रख सकते, इसको अच्छे से डिटेल्ड होना चाहिए सो दैट मिस इंटरप्रेट इसको कभी किया ना जाए. देन देयर इज अनदर फीचर, लाइक इट इज ड्रॉन फ्रॉम वेरियस सोर्सेस. द इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन हैज बीन ड्रॉन फ्रॉम वेरियस सोर्सेस. द फर्स्ट मेजर सोर्स इज द 1935 एक्ट ऑफ इंडिया, जिसको बहुत इंपॉर्टेंस दिया जाता है. उसमें से मेजर प्रोविजन हमने लिए थे. And additionally, we took the philosophical points like fundamental rights from that of the American Constitution. The Irish Constitution gave us the DPSPs, directive principle of state policies. They gave us means we took. Then we took the political things like how will the cabinet works, etc. from the British Constitution, and there are other sources of Indian Constitution like from the Russian Constitution, the French Constitution, the Canadian Constitution, and etc. K.C. Weir explains the Indian Constitution as a quasi-federal constitution. Quasi means Adha. So why Adha federal constitution? Article 1 of the Indian Constitution explains that India is a union of states, but the provisions undertaken by the Indian Constitution are more in the federal form. Now how come? Like federal भी है, unitary भी है, ऐसे कैसे? We can say that the Indian Constitution is federal in form but unitary by spirit. In what sense? We have unitary features like single citizenship, all India services, but we have federal features like dual government as well. So this is it. This is one of the most important feature of the Indian Constitution. Other salient feature of the Indian Constitution is its parliamentary form of government, which we have adopted from the British Constitution. Now there are two forms of governments. One is the parliamentary form of government, other is the presidential form of government. Presidential form of government can be seen in the American and political aspect. So what is the fundamental difference between both of them? The parliamentary form of government which India has adopted says that there must be cooperation and coordination between the legislature and the executive. There must be quote unquote collective responsibility. So what does collective responsibility mean? Collective responsibility means together we sink, together we float. साथ में डूबेंगे, साथ में बच जाएंगे. So in this way, that there is coordination and cooperation between the two organs of the body, between the two organs of the political system. But when it's come to the presidential form of government, the difference is like the strata is divided between two organs, legislative and executive, and they are not expected to cooperate and coordinate with each other. वो उनके लहजे से चलते हैं. कोऑपरेट जो लेजिस्लेचर अपने काम करेगा, एग्जीक्यूटिव अपना काम करेगा. They do not share collective responsibility with each other. So this parliamentary form of government, what are its features? First thing, like we have an elected head. President is the elected, though indirectly it is the elected head. Prime Minister is an elected head. Majority of the ruling party. So there must be the rule of the majority party. Then leadership of the Prime Minister and Chief Ministers and etc. So we have to understand that the Indian Parliament is not a sovereign body as that of the English Parliament, but India has an elective head, but the British Constitution has a monarchical head, the queens and the kings. Now the blend of rigidity and flexibility. Indian Constitution is a blend of this. Blend means mixture. Mix. Now what is this? Constitutions can be divided into rigid and flexible as well. The American Constitution is taken as a rigid constitution where the laws made under Constitution cannot be amended so easily as that of the ordinary laws. But when it comes to the flexible Constitution of British people, they can turn any law or they can amend any law like an ordinary law. It is not that hard. It is rather flexible for them to do this thing. So is Indian Constitution rigid or flexible or both? So it's a blend. Article 365 simplifies it. For few of the provisions, for amending those provisions, you will be needing a simple majority. For few, you will be needing a special majority of the members present and voting. And for few very, very important provisions, you will need a special majority of members present and voting in addition to 50% ratification by the states. So if, for example, if there are 30 states in India, so there must be more than 15 or say 16 or more than 16 states must rectify that this provision is okay for them. So this is it. This is what we call as flexible and rigidity.